Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Bianca and welcome. I can't believe it is already time to do the August TBR. Seems like this year has gone by really fast and it just will not slow down. But let's get into my August TBR. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books chosen. I never read all of the books that I've chosen for my TBR, and I've been really bad about doing wrap-ups this month, as you can clearly see, because I think I only have one, and that was in January. But I am going to try and film a mid-year wrap-up of all the books I've read for the first half of the year, and we'll catch up with that. But here are some of the books that I'm interested in picking up this month. The first one is from one of my favorite authors, and I think I've borrowed this book from the library like 12 times and have not read it, but I really am interested in picking it up because I do love this author. And this book, I have started it and it was interesting. I just kept putting it off and then I had to return it, so a lot of things going in that. But this book is An Inquiry into Love and Death by Simone St. James. I have loved Simone St. James since, was it 2 years ago when I first read Broken Girls, and then I quickly followed that up with the Book of Cold Cases. I have since then read another 2 books from this author, and all of them have been 4 stars, so she's now officially one of my favorite authors. I do have to use my book light because it's not sunny out today, but excuse the glare. So this one takes place in 1920s England and follows Gillian Leigh, who is an Oxford student and is working really hard when her uncle suddenly dies, and her parents give her the responsibility of going to the town that he was staying in and packing up all of his stuff. So while she's there, she discovers some unsettling incidents and meets the handsome Scotland Yard inspector, Drew Merkin, who is a former pilot. So like I said, this was very interesting, and I love Simone St. James's books because if you've watched my channel, you know that I have a serious love for romance, and all of her books have at least a touch of romance, and it is a minor subplot, but I still eat it up every time. So very much looking forward to that. Next we have one that I have started and I want to finish. And I had started this before and was really enjoying it, and then put it off to the side to pick something else up and never got back to it. So I started this book over again, and I really do want to read it. This is The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton. This one is so good, and I don't know why I keep putting off picking this up, but it is a prim and proper lady thief must save her aunt from a crazed pirate and his dangerously charming henchman in this fantastical historical romance. So I love this. It's got banter and enemies to lovers, and I love a good historical romance where the main female character is not your typical female character from that time, if you get what I'm trying to say. And in this one, Cecilia is definitely not just your normal historical woman. And then you've got the male main character, who's Ned Lightbourne, and is a sometime assassin who's smitten with Celia. There's things like he falls first, but she's definitely attracted. And the houses fly, and they fight in the air. So it just sounds really good. Next we have one that I don't know why I've put this off. I think because I've heard that it's kind of slow, and I don't know that I was in the mood for that, but I recently read another cozy fantasy, and I really loved it. So I think that put me in the mood to pick this up, and that is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. I'm sure y'all know what this is about, but it follows Emily Wilde, who is a Cambridge professor, and she's trying to make an encyclopedia of fairies. And she has, I think, one more like piece of fairy lore she's trying to discover. And when she arrives in this village, she struggles with connecting with people, only for her academic rival Wendell Brambleby to show up and instantly connect with these people while she still struggles. So I've heard great things, and I definitely want to experience that too. And like I said, I recently read A Cozy Fantasy, and it's definitely put me in the mood for this. Next, we have another viral bookstagram hit. We have Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I know you're saying, how can you not have read that? Everybody has read it. But I'm one of those people who is really bad with waiting for authors to publish books in series, and I knew from the hype that if I read this before the next book came out, I would be very upset. And so I had to wait until Reckless came out, because Powerful just wasn't enough. So I do want to try and pick up Powerless this month. So I believe in this world there are those with powers and those without. Okay, so the elites. What is it? The elites and the ordinary, and those with powers are the elites, and those without powers are the ordinary. And it's gotten to the point where the elite are killing off the ordinary or kicking them out of banished from the kingdom and shunned from society. And this follows Peyton, who is an ordinary, but she's passing as an elite, and Kai, who is an elite. And both of them are participating in the Purging Trials, a brutal competition showcasing the elite's powers. Enemies to lovers. And then I think it goes back to enemies again. So definitely want to pick this up. And then we'll do Powerless. Then we'll do Powerful and Reckless if I can bring myself to pick this up. And next we have a reread, and this is one I have already started and want to continue rereading through August, because the sequel to this book is coming out in early August and I cannot wait for it. This is Assistant to the Villain by Helen Nicole Mayer, and Apprentice to the Villain is coming out, I believe, August 6th, and I already pre-ordered my copy and I cannot wait for it to come. So I am rereading this because I love this book. I gave it 5 stars for my first reading, and I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars again for my second reread. So this follows Evie Sage, who is struggling to find a job so she can support her sick father and her younger sister, only to run into the villain, who, while viewed by everyone in town as this old, gnarled-faced guy, is actually a young, handsome man. And when she runs into him while he's being chased by the king's guards, he offers her a job, and she starts working for him. So I love this because Evie has a lot of the same thoughts that I have, just random, hilarious thoughts, and she is struggling so hard with trying to not admit to the feelings she's having for the villain, while he's doing the exact same thing for her. And just the thoughts going through her head are awesome, and I love this little character here. His name is Kingsley, and he is a little frog who wears a crown, and he talks through signs that he holds up, and you can just go through these scenes and they'll pan over to Kingsley and he'll just hold up this random little sign saying help or danger or trouble, and it's just immediate comic relief, and it's awesome. So highly recommend this. Cannot wait to finish it and pick up Apprentice to the Villain. Next we have a second book in a series that I want to finish because I want to pick up another book that's a standalone, but it follows the trilogy. So this is Kingdom of the Cursed by Carrie Maniscalco. I love Carrie Maniscalco as an author, and I enjoyed Kingdom of the Wicked, but I read it like 2-3 years ago, so I don't really remember everything that happened. But I'm just gonna jump right into this one because I know the gist of what happened and I kind of remember the ending. I might reread the last chapter or two of Kingdom of the Wicked, but I do want to pick up Kingdom of the Cursed. So Kingdom of the Wicked follows twin sisters, Amelia and Vittoria, I believe. And Vittoria is murdered. So Amelia summons a demon from hell to help her solve her sister's murder, only to find out it is a prince of hell named Wrath. And I really do remember enjoying Kingdom of the Wicked, so I don't know why it's taken me so long. I'm just really bad at continuing series most of the time, especially when they're bigger books. But I do want to pick this one up. And this one, I don't want to tell anything because it's a big spoiler for the first book, so I want to read this one. I have 2 more books. Both of them are new releases, and I really do want to get into them. This next book, I don't know if I want to pick up before I finish another series, but I don't think they're connected at all. It would just be the way my brain works. But this is The Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love by India Holton. This is the author of The Mysterious Society of Lady Scoundrels. This is her newest release, and this follows mystical birdwatchers. So it says, rival ornithologists hunt through England for a rare magical bird in this historical fantasy rom-com reminiscent of Indiana Jones, but with manners, tea, and helicopter parasols. Do the parasols actually work like helicopters? They fly? Because that would be cool. That would be like the flying houses in A Mysterious Society of Lady Scoundrels. So this one follows Beth Pickering and Devin Lockley, who are rival, what's the word I'm looking for? Academic rivals, who are academic rivals looking for a mystical bird, and this is to win the competition to become Birder of the Year by capturing an endangered calidris bird. And they decide to work together, and romance. Just, yes, thank you. And I love a good historical romance. I can't get away from them, apparently. And this next one is another second book in a series. I just reread the first book again last month, and loved it again. So I do want to pick this one up. And this is Leather and Lark by Brynne Weaver. This is the sequel to Butcher and Blackbird, which you can see right there in the background. So this is the second book. This follows, oh my god, I just saw a sentence and now I really want to pick this up. I'm just looking for his name, but for whatever reason I can't find it. So this follows Rowan's brother Lachlan and Sloane's best friend Lark. So Lachlan is a contract killer, and Lark is an indie singer songwriter, and they do like a marriage of convenience. I don't want to read too much into it because I don't want to ruin the plot of the story. I don't want to know too much because I already know I'm gonna love this. So I have high expectations for this one because I really did enjoy Butcher and Blackbird. And then the third book comes out, I believe, later this year. Oh no, early next year. Okay, so the third book, Scythe and Sparrow, is set to come out February of next year, which follows the, I believe, youngest brother. So, cannot wait to pick this up. So excited. And I love Brynne Weaver's books because every one of these, you have the content warnings, which since I've highlighted them, you can see I've already started. You have an awesome dedication, and then you have a playlist, and the playlist is for Apple Music and Spotify, and it tells you what songs you should listen to through each chapter. And I mean like every single chapter as you go into the book. Right? So she did it for Butcher and Blackbird too. It was so much fun. Cannot wait to pick this up. So we have all of these books that I want to get to in the month of August. So I'm looking forward to all of these. Hopefully I continue to look forward to all of them during the month of August, because my interests tend to change and I'm definitely a mood reader. But I'm going to do my best to get through this because I'm very much looking forward to all of these books. So let me know down in the comments below what you are looking forward to in the month of August. What did you read in July? And I will get to work on filming that wrap up of all the books I've read since February. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and don't forget to pick up a good book. Bye.